Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're here with our really good friends, Enrique and Luis and Matt, and we're going to be talking about banking. We are here in Actinver, as you guys can see in the background right there. We are in the offices in Merida, and we're going to sit down and interview with Luis. And we got Enrique, which is going to be your personal banker, and we got Matt. You already know Matt. So, all right, guys. Without further ado, let's get into the interview because I know you guys have a lot of questions and they have a lot of answers for you guys. All right, guys. So in today's video, we're going to have my assistant, Matt. He's going to be the one that's going to be doing, all the interview duties today. So, all right, without further ado, Matt, let's talk to our good friend, Luis over here.
Hi, everybody. Well, since we had such a huge response to my last video about Actinver, we figured we'd bring you right to the source. So anyway, I'm with Luis, who's in charge of the private banking at Actinver Bank, and he will tell you all about himself, the bank, and all the products they have to offer, and why you should bank with Actinver. So anyway, Luis.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that all that I say right now will bring you as a client with us. I think we can introduce a very good Actinver so we can manage all your financial needs here in Mexico.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to Actinver and a little bit about the bank.
All right, then I've been a private banker for 30 years. Here in Actinver, I just turned 9 years in Actinver, 7 years here in Merida. The best decision of my life. And Actinver has been around for 30 years too. It's a 100% Mexican financial group. We have a bank, we have a brokerage house, and we have all the services that you will need to be very comfortable here living in Mexico.
Very good, kind of like the Charles Schwab that we're used to in the United States. So, very good. So, tell us about Actinver and some of the products they have to offer.
Perfect. Our business, or kind of business is that we want that every client has a personal advisor, and that personal advisor can give you access through your investments in pesos and in dollars. You will have access to a debit card, which is Visa. You will have access to your electronic banking. You will have access to the fiduciary, so you can buy a house. You will have access to credit, and you will have access to home insurance and car insurance. So every time you need one of those things, you will reach out to our advisors and they will resolve everything that you need.
Very good. Can anybody get an account at Actinver?
Anyone can have an account here in Actinver. They all need a passport and the proof of address. And with that, they can open an account here in Mexico.
So all financial classes, whether somebody has $5,000 or $10,000 US or more, they can get an account here.
Yes, Matt. To have the service in private banking, you need at least $100,000 to have access to a better exchange rate, to better exchange, to better rates in fixed income. But you can have an account only with $5,000, and you will have access to many kinds of investments and services. Not as good as private banking, but you can have all that kind of services here in Merida.
I got a question. So what is the difference between the both accounts?
It's the amount of investments that you will have and the kind of service that you will receive. A private bank has around 100 clients, and the other financial advisor, which is also personal, have around 400 clients. So the service is it's a little different, but we are very dedicated to the service in Actinver. So even though you only have $5,000 or $100,000, you will receive the same kind of service.
Well, one big advantage to that, with the higher deposits at Actinver, that can also work to help with your financial qualifications to get your Mexican residency, should you be wanting to move here at some point in the future. And also it would help towards purchasing properties and so on here. Can you tell us a little bit about the Fidelcomiso product that you offer?
Of course. Once you're a client of us, you can have the access to our Fidelcomiso, which will help you to buy a home here. We have it here in Actinver, so you don't have to go to other services. We can help you through Fidelcomisos to buy your home here in Mexico.
Very good. And as you might have seen from the last video that Jose and I did, Fidelcomisos are pretty much a land trust and an agreement you have with the bank who's the administrator of that paperwork to allow you to own it. There's a misconception that a lot of people have brought up that is a fideicomiso like a 100-year mortgage on the land. No, that it's not correct. It is literally a document allowing you to own the land, and you have 100% ownership, control, and so on with it. And Actinver is just the vehicle to allow you to get that paperwork to allow you to own the property.
And again, just to reiterate, the reason you need a Fidelcomiso is only because if you're going to purchase in Merida, we're within the 50-kilometer.
Yes, safe.
Exactly.
Yeah, they started that in 1984, where Mexico realized they were missing out a lot of foreign investment in real estate, so they created a fideicomiso, which would allow foreigners to basically own property within 50 kilometers of the border or the beach. And very simple to deal with, and it scares a lot of people, but being here for 4 years already, it's a very comfortable situation.
Yes, because
nothing to worry
again,
about.
because a lot of people in the audience, again, they're living in the USA, they don't even have residency here in Mexico, and they want to purchase a house here
Yes.
in Mexico, and the way to do it is through a Fidelcomiso. But
Now, with that said, being here for 4 years, what I found the easiest way to move money from the U.S. to here is to have a Schwab brokerage account where you can wire remotely and wire it to Actinver, and you can park it in your U.S. Dollar account, and then once the exchange rate is where you want it to be, then you can transfer it to pesos. So that's worked out really well, and I found that it's the easiest way to transfer your assets to Mexico and to Actinver. So also, you were telling me recently that you can also have your Social Security deposits direct deposited to Actinver. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we found out that our clients from other countries can receive their Social Security pension funds here in Mexico. The only issue is all our clients will have two accounts, which is the bank account, which you will use to spend money, to have your debit card. The Social Security has to be to that account, and we can only receive pesos. But with many clients that we have right now, they're receiving their Social Security pension funds directly to their bank account in Actinver.
Okay, one more topic as far as using Schwab to Actinver that I have experienced personally is when you wire money from the States to Actinver, you have a choice of wiring it in US dollars or pesos. And I have personally found that it's better to wire it in US dollars from Schwab to Actinver, and then when you switch it to pesos, let them switch it, because they actually give you a better exchange rate than Schwab does, which most people would not know until you've actually done it. Now, rolling on, Luis, could you tell us about some of the investment portfolios that you have to offer at Actinver?
Of course. Once you had the very good experience of wiring your funds to Actinver, which is very easy, then is the best part of our job, to advise you on your investment portfolio. So you will have access to many kinds of investments in US dollars. This is a very big issue and very good for us, because those kinds of investments you buy in US dollars, and when you sell them, you receive US dollars. And you can make very good decisions with your financial advisors of when to sell the dollars or when to buy again US dollars. In terms of pesos, you have access to global stock market through the Mexican stock market if you have a long-term portfolio investment. And in fixed income, you have to know that the rates right now in Mexico are very high, are much better than in the United States. So you have to get on board right now to get those kind of rates right now. So talking about investments, depending on the amount that you invest with us, you will have access to more kinds of investments. We'll go from $5,000, maybe a little limited, but you will have access to the most popular kinds of investments that we have. From $100,000 to $250,000, you have many kinds of investments, and after 5 million pesos, after $200,000, you will have access practically to everything you ever dreamed of investment.
So real quick, I mean, about the fixed income, can
Yes.
you expand a little bit on exactly what that means? You mean fixed rate or?
Yes, fixed income is just like treasuries. It's just like investing in treasuries. Treasuries is backed by the U.S. government. We have here CETES. So CETES is the same thing as treasuries in the United States, and it's not that is fixed income, but you will receive a fixed rate or a small volatile rate through the years, so you can have a rate, and you know your money is going to be growing slowly through the years.
And so when this rate is this? I mean, sorry, this fixed income rate. This thing. Okay, is this like for the year, for the month? How does that work?
You can have it for a year, but most of our mutual funds on fixed income are liquidity 24 hours later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have access here in Actinver. You have access to your money practically right away.
So you're earning interest every month or every several
day.
months?
Every day.
Interesting.
Which is great.
Unless you want a pagaré or a CD that you have to pay for a whole year or for 6
Correct.
months. But the other kind of investments is pretty liquid, and you can have access to your money right away. That helps you and us make decisions right away. When the world is changing like it's changing right now, liquidity is gold. So you have access and make right decisions right away.
And that has been a big question that a lot of people have asked as well. If I invest in Actinver's investment account, do I have to wait 18 months, a year, or whatever? But if you're in the large, high-income peso investment fund, like Luis said, 24 hours, 48 hours at the most, but usually 24 hours, you can have whatever amount you need liquid immediately, and the balance of what you have in your account will still be collecting that big interest.
Wow, that's a big.
That's
big
huge.
Yeah, the whole being so liquid.
Because in the States, the mindset is, oh, it's got to be tied up for 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. And here it is much different and much better.
I got an unrelated question that we didn't talk about earlier, but I want to ask you because since we're talking about investments, I'm one of those guys that believes in hard assets such as gold, silver, things like that. You guys are a bank based out of Mexico. Do you guys provide those services or no?
Yes, you can buy gold or silver through the ETF.
Okay, ETF.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
but
yes.
you guys do not sell or manage physical.
Very little, and it's kind of expensive. So
Yeah, no commodities.
yes.
So you don't?
No, we don't.
I'm asking, like,
Practically, we don't.
Okay,
No.
okay.
If you want to buy gold or silver, you can do it through the ETF. It's practically the same, and you don't have the asset
But what if you're crazy?
under your mattress.
What if you're a crazy person like me that wants to keep their gold or silver under their mattress? Because I buy gold or silver from Banco Azteca or
Yeah, we have that kind of service. If you want to buy the Centenario,
Yes.
we have.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay.
Obviously,
so you do, okay.
since it's not a very large market, it's kind of expensive to buy a Centenario.
Right.
It's a lot cheaper to buy the gold ETF.
Sure.
Practically, you will have gold.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. Okay.
And it's very risky to have it to buy it physical and have it under your mattress. That's
Yeah.
very risky. Someone can steal it.
Now, one thing that just came to mind that I have no idea if it's even available. Does Actinver offer their clients like a security deposit box?
No.
No. Okay, I don't know if that's possible in
In
Mexico. or
fact,
not.
no banks offer that, right? In Mexico.
As I understand, many years ago, no banks can offer them.
Okay.
There are some in the other institutions that are very long term, and that's the only thing that exists. There are no new security boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, one of the biggest questions I've gotten is when you have your money in a Mexican bank, is it insured? Can you tell us a little bit about that, Luis?
Yes, the money that will be in the bank, remember that I told you that you will have two accounts. The money in the bank account is insured through some amount, around 400,000 pesos or a little more. I don't have the same amount, but it's insured just like in the U.S.
Yeah, just like the FDIC.
Yes.
Exactly.
And in the brokerage account, it's not insured because the brokerage house doesn't lend money, so you don't need insurance. The only insurance is your investments. which is might be in treasuries, might be in CETES, might be in the stock market. That's your insurance.
That's good to know.
If Actinver goes broke, you have your investments and you go to other place and set your stocks over
Also,
there.
and so like the insurance, that's the Mexican bank insurance, it would be very similar to FDIC.
That's correct.
Right? Because
Yes.
like
It's
you
just
said,
a lesser amount, but it is an insurance, very similar to that.
Yeah.
So with all that said, now some of you are probably wondering, how do I go about getting in touch with somebody at Actinver? And my good friend and my private banker is Enrique, and he's going to come around here, and his contact information will be listed at the end of this video. And you can either contact him, or if you feel comfortable contacting me, and then I pass it on to him, whichever. So anyway.
Here, pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. For a quick second.
So anyway, here's my good friend Enrique, and he's been taking care of me for over 2 years now. And
Yeah, so just say hi,
Yes,
Enrique.
hi. I'm Enrique Canto. Here's my good friend Matt, and I'm here for everybody who wants to open an account with me and give you the same
personalized service.
personal service like I do it with Matt.
Yes. And he's been great. And unlike in the US, where you can never actually speak to your private banker or ever even see him in person, I see him almost every week. So,
Yes,
so they are here for you. And it's being a private bank, they're very personal with their clients.
Yeah, he's like a financial advisor, basically. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
So anyway, this will be the face at the other end of the phone call or email that you will be sending to open your account at Actinver. And like we had said earlier, all you need is your passport, and you must be at the bank to sign one document in person, which is required by law. And after that, you'll be in good hands with Enrique and Luis, and that's pretty much all you need to know and do. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. The three of us are here at your disposal.
And yeah, in fact, Matt is also going to provide his email down below. We know a lot of you guys in the audience might be still a little bit too intimidated to reach out to Enrique, right off the bat. So you can reach out to Matt, right?
Yeah.
And Matt will be more than happy to help
pass you
out.
on.
Yeah, and if you want to just reach out straight to Enrique, he's going to be there waiting for you guys, and he'll be more than happy to help you guys out with whatever it is you need and
Yeah.
everything we talked about.
Yes, and you can have access through our website, actinver.com.mx. We have it in English too. It's worth mentioning that Actinver has been a public company for many years. So that in our website, you can see our financial reports every quarter. So you can see that how solid Actinver is.
And one other thing is, for those of you watching this video that are living in Merida, I will be organizing a presentation with Actinver in person sometime in the next couple weeks, because we've had such a large response from the prior video. So if you wanted to come in person and see for yourself and hear Luis give a presentation as well, you can do that. And this will be dated sometime after September 30th for a breakfast or lunch, somewhere either in Merida or in Progreso. Probably in Merida, since a larger percentage of you are living there. So anyway.
So real quick, how can they get details on that? Do they just reach out to you?
Yeah, just email me, and you'll have my email address at the end of this video, and I'm composing a list right now. And once we have enough people, I'll set it up. So far, I think we have between 8 and 10 people from the prior video that are living here and want to learn more about it. And it's a great investment tool, and I support them 100%.
Awesome, man.
Thank
You
you,
guys
Matt.
have been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today and wanting to do this interview for the audience, because again, the audience has a lot of questions, and you guys have provided a lot of answers. So again, thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
we really appreciate you. And all right, I think we're gonna get out of
Thank
here
you.
now.
Thank
Yeah,
you. See,
we'll-
and see
we'll
you.
see you soon.
See you all soon.
All right, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, today's episode. Again, I want to give a big thank you to Matt Again, thank you very much, Matt. I really appreciate you guys. So, you know, we're out here outside of the big Actinver building. Here, let me show you exactly, you know, kind of like what it looks like so you guys can get an idea. You know, we were all the way up there somewhere.
In the penthouse, yeah.
Somewhere in the penthouse, you know, doing the interview and doing, asking the questions that you guys have been wanting to get answered for a very long time. So, again, I really appreciate you guys joining us today. And Matt, do you have any final words or anything else left to say?
Yeah, if you have any questions, just contact me by email or WhatsApp. And Actinver's here at your disposal.
Awesome. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us. And you already know the deal. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit the bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Hasta luego.
Bye, guys.